Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Nerdwave Plays A Link to the Past. Hope y'all are doing well. So today we're gonna go to dungeon number 3. Yep, that's right, number 3. Although, you know, after I signed off the other day, I was thinking, I think we can do dungeon 4 before even finishing 3. We can. But I think it's best just to get 3 out of the way. Let's get it done. Let's get it over with. And then we'll never have to step foot in there again. Because if I recall, I don't think we need the special treasure from Dungeon 3. I don't believe is required to access or to completely pass the 4th dungeon. And from my memory, I think that dungeon 4 was actually a little easier than the 3rd dungeon. But don't quote me on that. I may be wrong. But I can recall, everything but the boss fight. The boss in both dungeons, it's a bit more challenging. Certainly harder than the 2nd dungeon. The 2nd dungeon was a cakewalk. Probably one of the easiest boss fights I've had to date. So we're still working with 3 glass bottles here, and the 4th one should be coming in soon. We should get access to that last one pretty soon now. So let's get to it then. Let's see here. I think, quickest way we're gonna have to. I think there's a way we go across here. Yep, there we go. See this little arrow? Kind of in the grass. Switch to the hook shot. And boom. Across we go. So all these little items are kind of giving us access to more and more of the Dark World. So we'll be able to go out. Not that we couldn't go prior, but it just makes navigating a little easier. If there's anything here we need. What sorcery is this? There's an arrow there. You know what? We don't have the shovel anymore. I bet there was something with the shovel that we could have dug up. But oh well. I don't think it was a heart piece. I don't think there's any heart pieces that are missable in this game, from what I remember. Let's see. Boom, another heart. You know what though? While we're here, you know what we can do? I think we can. Let's see if it works. I don't remember if there was a point in the game where we could access this or not with the ocarina, but let's give it a shot. Huzzah! It worked! So now, whenever you play the ocarina, it's like a personal little fast travel system all over Hyrule. It won't take you everywhere, but it covers most of the main areas of the game. It puts you pretty close, and yeah, it's pretty neat to have. I love it because now you can go. It's very easy to access the witch's hut. So you don't have to rely on the warp points that the Zords get, which I actually haven't even used up to this point in the game. You know, I don't really care for it. You know, they're around, and you know, I don't remember all the points anymore. But short of getting the Ocarina, you'd have to either walk or use those warp points. But lucky us, we can kind of skip that portion. So, as I kind of mentioned the other day, this dungeon's a little weird in terms of its layout, because here, watch, we're just gonna walk in, and we're in. That's it. No, there's no, you know, entrance like the other ones have an entrance. It's just, yeah. And let's see, we don't have a map yet, so we can't really show you the layout, but let's mess around here, see what we can do. Okay, chest in the corner. Let's see what we have here. Oh, sweet. We got lucky. So if you kind of look at the map, it's by and large all one floor. Although what the map doesn't really show you is how everything is connected, because as you can see, you know, need a key, no key. Let's see. Let's switch to the hook shot. Alright, that pulled us across. Whoa, you know what? I think we need, actually, I think we can stun him. Yeah, stun him with the hook shot. Hit him with the sword, and you're set. Let's see here. Anything useful? Nope. There's a crack in that wall over there we're gonna blow up right now. But yeah, nothing really useful here. And you'll notice, as we kind of go along, that not all the rooms are connected. So the dungeon forces you to leave and then come back or re-enter the dungeon from a different perspective. See this little switch here and all the cracks in the wall? Let's go ahead and pull that. The walls go, and we now have access to the chest very early on in the level. But no big key, so can't really do much. So you kind of see here where we are. We can't go east, and it just kind of loops around to one big room. So our only option is to exit the dungeon and head left to the west. You'll also notice there are pits. You'll even come across a few as you're exploring. So it's almost as if the forest itself is a part of the dungeon without actually being a part of the dungeon, so to speak. It just adds a little bit of challenge, and again, I just don't care for the layout. I think the first time I played this, I was just so annoyed navigating. Not that I was, you know, I like a challenge, but it was just more frustrating than anything. But once you figure out where you're going, you know. Whoop. Oh, gotta watch out for that hand too. Yep, that hand just drops out of the sky, and you know, even if you defeat the hands, it will still come back. So no point in finishing it off, and I don't think it reduces the it changes the spawn time. So, but you need to be careful because, woo, close. If the hand gets you, it automatically teleports you or drops you off back at the entrance to the dungeon that you entered in, or the most recent one you've gone in. So again, just an annoyance. I don't think it actually does any damage to you. It's just there to annoy you. That's all. There to waste your time. Oop. See this little thing with the stars? If it hits you, it will transform you back into. Remember when Link was very briefly like a rabbit before he got the Moon Pearl from the third dungeon? So without the Moon Pearl, you know, if you're in the Dark World, you do not keep your original shape. You cannot wield a weapon. You're, you know, effectively you're useless. You can't do anything. You're defenseless. So that's why you can beat the third dungeon without it, but you're not going to get very far. Oh, good. That's a magic decanter. So let's take note of this room in case we have to come back later and fill up on that, which we may very well have to. Okay, so we got the big key already, which is cool. So why don't we head back right now? Well, let's see. We'll need 2 small keys anyway to move forward to that side. So let's go pick up some keys first, and then backtrack. Get the weapon, be done with it. Again, I am going all off of memory here. I don't remember everything exactly. I mean, I did play this game very frequently when I was younger, so doing my best here, but we're doing this all on the fly. No prep work with and a key. Sweet. Okay. So if you exit here, you'll notice just something to note. Important to note here. This guy right here. This leads to the last section of the dungeon. And we'll need the secret weapon that we're going to find to get there. Let's see if there's anything here worthwhile looking at. Anywhere useful? Cool. We're on the other side of that room. Let's see. Where are we? This will switch it up. Alright, now we can just walk around. Sweet. You know what? I think... Yep. This is what moves. Okay. And now in here... Oh, not good. Alright, let's try that again. Oh boy, okay. Gotta be careful here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Now we can't chance messing up. I should have been a little more focused earlier. Alright. So we may have to leave to get a refill later, but no big deal. Let's see. Maybe we can use you. There we go. Alright. Okay, I don't recall if there's a key over here or not, but guess we're gonna find out. Magic, magic. More magic, more magic. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. Rupees and more. Yeah. Useless. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, I'm pretty sure that room was an utter waste of time. Sometimes you get those in dungeons, but it is what it is. Alright. On that note, let's exit. At least I think it was useless, but then we're still missing a key. I'm guessing we can drop in somewhere. Anyway, yeah, this is where it gets kind of weird. So I know where to get the chest should be easy to access now, but maybe I just gotta drop in on the right place. Come on. Maybe it's here. Is it here? Oh man, no, I don't remember. This looks new. Yes, it is. All right. Yeah, you just gotta kind of explore a bit. Come on. I hate how when you hit these guys, you still, even if they're stunned, you still kind of get hit back. So annoying. Alright, so we're doing okay still. Ah, I missed twice. Okay, we need some health. Stat. Oh boy. Thank goodness. Well, we're not going to chance it. We're going to use our last one. Okay. You know what? We haven't really gone exploring in a while. So maybe in the next episode we'll go check out more of the world. Look for some more heart containers. I think that would be useful. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Sometimes if you're... Ugh! Come on. Okay, I'm just off today. That's gotta be it. Some days you're just not on it. I think today is one of those days. That's okay though. Bummer. Okay. Yeah, so maybe we'll take a break in between one episode and the other for we'll do an episode for some exploring, pick up some more items, go hunting for some more heart pieces. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, we got another key. Thank goodness. Alright, Alright. Here's what we gotta do. We don't want a chance. Oh no. That was a tactical error. They transported us back to where we entered, which unfortunately was a hole in the wall, or a hole in the floor. Okay, we need to be very careful here, as I am really low on health. Okay, which way do we gotta go? Well, darn it. I think we're stuck going the way we're gonna have to go. Well, the way we're going the way we were planning to go anyway, unfortunately. Okay. Whew, okay, got another heart piece. Alright. That should keep us going. Alright, let's see here. There's something... I think this room might have something useful. Maybe not. But this will take us back. Okay. We just gotta get out of here. Oh no! One heart! No! Oh boy. No! Why? Ah. So much for the perfect game. So disappointing. My cat's looking at me with these judgy eyes like she was napping next to me. She's like, why have you disturbeth my slumber, human? Like, why are you being so loud? I used to work at this place, and yeah, he wasn't my boss, but he was my boss's boss. We just happened to share an office in the same area, and he always commented on how loud I could get. He's like, I had a lot of trouble controlling the the volume. He's like, wow, you're loud, George. It's like, you know what? I guess I just don't really see it, or I don't notice it unless someone points it out. That's a bummer. But you know what? We weren't going for a perfect run anyway. It's just too bad it ended here. But you know what? Not too bad for my first playthrough in a while. You know, and I think adding the commentary does make it a little trickier, because not only am I trying to focus on playing and navigating, I'm adding commentary. So, does make it a little... Oh, give me a... Come... We're not going to die twice here, are we? Yeah, I just jinxed it. Twice. Told you, I hate Dungeon 3. But if you think this is bad, just wait for the Ice Dungeon. There may be swearing. There may be swearing. And tossed controllers. And I might need to take a break mid recording to, you know, calm myself down. No bueno. Okay. Let's try it again. And these mummy characters are... They are annoying, but they're not too difficult once you get the special item from this dungeon. They're not so bad. But we need to get it first. Yeah, after we get it, the dungeon becomes much more easier to navigate. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, you know what also works here? The hammer. Alright. Okay. At least we can get the item now, and we're a good chunk of the way through. Sweet. Alright, the fire rod. Awesome, 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 awesome. But before we go any further, let's see. I mean, this room is locked, but we've already been to the other side, so that means I did miss a small key somewhere. But you know, if we've been through already, not really a big deal. So let's see. It's not essential to visit everything in said dungeon, but you know, you definitely do want to explore most of it. Alright, I think the flute works in the forest. Or the Lost Woods? Yes, it does. Okay, so let's head back here. Medicine of Life. Booyah. Yeah, I think, yeah, we need one more. You know, I'm thinking, because we're going to be using... We may be using the Medicine of Magic as well. Maybe the blue one would be worth the extra rupees. Okay, so now that we're stocked up again, see, and we already have 3 pieces of heart. So one more piece will get us the extra life, and that should help in Dungeon 5 in particular. My nemesis. I think most nemesis. Most people don't like the ice dungeon. Although, if we're going to be fair, you know, it just does not... It pales in comparison to the water dungeon in Ocarina of Time. My goodness. What a headache of a dungeon that was. It's like, I do play that game from time to time. I have a copy on the GameCube. I haven't even actually tried the Master Quest. I did have a copy of this game on the N64. Actually, it was rather... I think it was my brother's, actually. And for some reason, it's gone. Disappeared. So maybe we lent it out. Maybe it got lost. Who knows? It might be floating around somewhere, but... Anyway. Now we're going to travel into the depths. Anyway, I think I went off topic, but as I was saying, yeah, that water dungeon though, that's, you know, I love replaying that game, but then as you get to it, you're like, oh, I remember you. This part of the game I don't like. I don't like it one bit. However, it was extremely satisfying to beat it. And now it's like, I never have to come back here again. This is why I'm a little, not reluctant, but I'm like, do I really want to play Master Quest? I do. I'm just like, how much torture do I want to put myself through? But that could be a game for another day. So all you do here, switch to the fire rod. Stand in front and boom! Opens the door. Alright, so we don't want to use you. Want to try to minimize the use of your magic while you can. So we're gonna nav down this way. Okay, not that way. So you can't really see. So you kind of have to walk through. Underneath the that little bridge there. It's not too bad, but there we go. Just kind of sometimes you can't go left or you can't go right, so you just go the other direction and work your way up. Not too bad. All right. The fire rod would probably one-shot it, but we can save magic. See, let's lure these guys here. Jump. Whoop. Close. Alright. So, rather than fight our way back that way, magic mirror. And now we're here. Work smart, not hard, as they say. Oh, I remember this room. This room could be a pain if you don't know what you're doing. And apparently I don't know what I'm doing, because I just got caught. Of course, and we're back here. One more time. Okay. Let's see. I think there was like a pattern. I think it was counterclockwise. Sorta, but not really. Oh, nope. Alright, it was this one, and then this one, and the left corner, and then the right corner? Yep. And then this way. Boom. We're through. Huzzah. Okay. No! Curse you, hand. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Back here? Can't get a break today. Just can't get a break. If you're not lined up exactly, sometimes you can't pick up the objects on the ground, so that can get a little annoying. No! No! Oh! Okay. This is getting frustrating. I just feel off today. I don't feel like I'm bringing the A game. You know, I guess we all have those days. You're just not. Everything feels a little weird. Everything feels a little off. But it is what it is. Okay. We're through, and this time we're not messing around. Burn them all. Come on. Oh, he kind of saved me from a... Oh boy, but now we're down to 2. Here, I have an idea. So why don't we use... And then we'll use the blue to recover our magic after this. Oh. Alright. Perfection. Oh, sweet. You dropped the full canter of medicine, so... Okay, so we'll save the blue. And we'll use... the red. We don't want to die this close to the end. So you gotta light these... you gotta light the torches. Or the, there we go. Easy peasy. Oh, you gotta be kidding. See? He's useless. Oh, but if you get hit once, you're fine. No! You gotta be kidding, dude. Serious? Such a bummer. Such a bummer. I was right there. I was right there. Okay. I hope we don't run out. You know, I remember just being able to play through this, no problem. And I am off today. Hopefully by the next recording we're back on it, because today has not been my best. No, not again. Just feel totally off. Just feel totally off. Oh well. Oh, that was sweet timing. Because that would have been bad. Okay. Here. Okay. Oh, I gotta take them down again. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now we're out of those. I don't think... There we are. Okay, let's see. Oh. Seriously? I forgot about that. You know what? This guy might have a refill on the magic, which we could use for the boss. No. No, he was cheap. He had nothing. He had nothing. Don't run away and let me kill you. Come on. Boom. Okay, nothing there. I hope he has a key, because if not, I'm not sure where I missed that key. Woo! Thank goodness. Alright. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I am so angry now. Really. Y'all can't tell, but this is the voice. Deep breath. Uno más. And exhale. Okay. You got this. You got this. Maximum effort. Or do we leave? Fill up on magic again, but nah, I think we'll be okay. I think we can do this. Okay. Boom. Holy cow. We go there, we go there. And to the right. On the top. Bam! No! Okay, that didn't work. Oh, you gotta be kidding. I'm just... We're not having it. We're just not having it right now. That gosh darn hand is giving me some trouble. Okay. We just gotta focus. We just gotta focus a little more. Alright. Now that we got our... We got some of the magic back. Okay. Let's clear the way here. Alright. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. That used about half. Guess we don't have to really fight our way back to those rooms anymore. Alright. We did it. Boss time. It's a giant moth. Okay. So we're out of both, so let's go ahead and use the cure-all. We have another charge. Just kind of have to... You can beat him with your sword. But yeah, it's a lot easier with that. Wow, I burned through that stuff real quick. Alright. Let's use you, and... Whew! Barely. Got it. Thank goodness. We did it. 2 deaths later, we got through the dungeon. Wow, I was about, seriously, like, you know what? I was about ready to kind of stop mid-recording, walk away for 10 or 15 minutes, clear my head, and get back into it. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you're just, you know, you're kind of on edge, you're a little nervous, and you just need to walk away. Sometimes it's just easier. Also, not trying to make excuses, but, the recording is being done on my laptop, so I'm used to playing on a much larger screen. It's not as comfortable recording and watching the laptop. When I found the video capture device that I'm using online, I guess I was under the impression that I'd be streaming the image to my TV and then recording it directly off my TV. I'm not. I have my Switch, and my Switch is connected directly to my laptop. But I tried it the other way around, and I wasn't getting an image, I wasn't getting sound, nothing was working. So I'm not sure if there's a workaround for that. Maybe someone knows. If they could drop me a hint, that'd be great. Because I'd much rather record off my TV screen than I would, you know, than play. Well, I'd rather be playing on my you know, flat screen TV than playing on my laptop, which is a much smaller image. So that would be ideal. That would be ideal. So let's see here. So we've done all that. Bottles are empty. We'll need refills. So why don't we go do that real quick. That way next time we'll be able to jump right into it. So I'm thinking for the next episode we'll take a little break from dungeoning. We're already kind of going through at a much quicker pace than I thought we would. So for the next episode, I think we're just gonna go back to exploring Hyrule, trying to see what things we missed, because I know I've overlooked things. I haven't gotten any of the medallions to this point, and I know I can get at least 2 of them, I believe. Right now, there's more items out and about, so I think we'll do that. Or what we can do, actually, you know, come to think of it, having that, you know, having the special item from the 4th dungeon would make exploring easier still, and, you know, open up some more areas to us. So I think I think in the next episode we might do that instead. We'll do Dungeon 4. We'll play through Dungeon 4. And then, after Dungeon 4 is complete, the following episode, we'll go ahead and go through and explore a bit before we start the dreaded ice dungeon. That'll, you know what? That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. That'll be nice because we'll get a little break in between all the chaos. And you know what I should have done? I should have visited here earlier because this little guy here, if you have the magic powder, just chuck it in. And boom, this gnarly looking purple bat has decided to drop my magic power in half. But what this means is I can use twice as much, so effectively doubling my magic. Because you saw how quickly the fire rod consumes your magic meter in the previous dungeon. So it's just nice to have a little extra. Nice to have a little extra. You know what? Before I forget, we'll just run up real quick here to the edge of the forest. There's a little something that I believe we can access now. Yeah, running a little long this episode. A little longer than normal, but I think that's probably due to the multiple deaths and the multiple deaths. Bummer. Okay, almost there. Not too far. We're going to the lumberjack's house. You know what? I don't recall if we actually stopped in, but we did walk by it. I don't think there's anything inside there that's critical. When you first visit, in fact, I don't think there's anything in there now either. I may be wrong. Okay, a couple hearts, pots. No, nothing really going on here. Nothing going on. And there's a key. Is there anything interesting in here? Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so this is actually the exit. So you'll notice that tree over here is a slight different color than the other trees. So all you gotta do, kind of line yourself up with the middle, and then use your dash attack. Boom. And you can just drop right in, fall into this pool. There's some Furies up here if you need Furies. But most importantly, another piece of heart. And one more. And on that note, guys, let's go ahead and call it a day. Thank you all so much for joining in. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Later days.